The following video demonstration, I'm going to be showing you how to create a new action item. And what I'm going to do is based on this project type, so it's eManage software, I'm going to create a new action item. If I go in here and go to my actions and submit an action item request, you notice that I only have one right now, and it says Customer Web Portal Welcome. Well, what I want to do is I want to create an action item that is going to be submitted to someone else in our office that is going to send out some mouse pads and pens to our new customers. And so what the first thing I do is you go to the main tool menu and open the administrative program. And in the administrative program, you'll go to tools and then go to project action items. These are all the action items I have inside of eManage right now, and I'm going to create a new one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across here and just click on new, and I'm going to type and I'm going to call it mail mouse pads and pens. And I will save this. And one thing that it says here, all users can submit this action item, which yes, and alert the salesperson when it's completed. I also want that to happen. So I'm going to save that. Now, if I scroll down, it's going to be at the bottom here. So what I want to do is, at this point, there's some settings down at the bottom here. So there's three tabs: General Settings, Assigned Groups, Project Types, and Prerequisites and Completion Tasks. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to look in when this action item is opened, I want this window to open on the project. So I want the project information window to open. And then at this point I can set the status to, if I want to change the status, then I can set it to a status here. So when it's opened, it will change the status. Now, I actually I don't want to change anything when I open it. So I'll leave that right now. Status on the order, I don't want to change anything as well there. On completion of this action, it will ask what I want the status to be on this. And at this point, the project's going to be it's going to be booked already, so I don't want the project status to change, but what I want is the order status to change to shipped, so that I know those items were shipped. Okay. The next is I want to assign the group that's responsible for this action. So this is going to be my front desk. So whoever's working at the front desk, if there's one person or multiple people in this group, when this action item is submitted, it will show up on the computer of those people that are responsible for doing this. The next one is what project types it's available for. So these are all the different project types I have, and so this project type is actually the eManage software, so I'm going to select that project type. Inside of here, it will ask, these are prerequisites, and the prerequisites are basically what do I want to have done before I submit this action item. So actually, I need to know the person that is going to be processing this action to mail out the mouse pads and pens. They need to know, obviously, who to send it to, and they also need to know how many mouse pads and pens. So I think I have in here attention, so let's select that. Now I know I don't have quantity, mouse pad and pen quantity, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to go ahead and just save this, and I need to create a new prerequisite for this. Now prerequisite is under your corporate divisions, and I will select the corporate division, which is the System Center, and the drop-down list. And so right here, this is the prerequisites. So on the right side here, it's list item. I'm going to put in here QDY of mouse pads and pens. And I will correct my misspelling. Okay, so quantity of mouse pads and pens, and I will save that. Okay, so now this is inside of this list right here, and if I go back here, I probably will have to, I might have to refresh this, so let me go back down here to mouse pad and pens, and project types. I will select eManage Software, and let's see where my quantity of mouse pads and pens. If I may have to refresh this. Yes. So let me close this real quick and go back in there and go back to my mouse pads and pens, project types, eManage Software, and let's look for this. So attention, and where is my quantity of mouse pads? There we go. Okay. So there we go. So I added those guys, those two. Now at the same point, at the same time, I can also set the completion tasks if I want to, but I have no completion tasks on this. So what I will do now is if I minimize this and I go back into my project here and I go to submit action items, here's my mousepad action item, and here's my prerequisites. So it asks me what the quantity is. I have to check that out. I need to list that. And so I have 21 total. And oops, I have a capital or a shift on that. 21 total, and attention Corey. And there it is. So that's creating a new action item for this project type, and I added a couple prerequisites.